Hello, we are broadcasting from in the basement at an undisclosed location.
Hello everyone, I hope you are well. I hope your families are well. It is another day in the hottest of all summers, and our very world is on fire. And this pandemic seems to continue onwards. And quite frankly, COVID is here to stay. That is the reality. COVID will be here long after your grandchildren and their grandchildren. Ask yourself, what happened to the Spanish flu? The Spanish flu is what we now call the swine flu, H1N1. Don't believe everything you hear on the internet. Look into my claims. Once a virus like this enters the animal world, it stays in what is called animal reservoirs. It then transfers back and forth into human populations in outbreaks after outbreaks from these animal reservoirs. Unfortunately, COVID is here to stay. I hate to be the one to break the bad news. The Spanish flu was 100 years ago, and that virus, which never existed before then as far as we knew, has never left since. COVID, like the Spanish flu, is here to stay. Make of this what you will. I have no interest or ability to come up with a solution. Quite frankly, we have bigger problems than COVID, as far as I'm concerned. It seems to me of late, everyone seems not to be doing well. The world seems to be smaller and smaller. The separation that we feel to our friends and families seems to be entrenching itself more and more of late. So much so that you don't feel comfortable around them like you once did. And they too feel the same. Being around them for even short periods of time seems exhausting. And though you love them, you are happy when they leave. And you don't miss their absence like you used to. Go outside. Look around. Seems to me we are almost in a simulation. A video game. A manufactured reality. Before you stop this video and dismiss me as a kook, a conspiracy theorist, I know reality is real. Whatever that means. What I mean is that it feels like a video game. It's as if I'm the main player and everyone else is an NPC, a non-player character. You know, the other characters in the game, not you, the others. The ones that walk around aimlessly or sit somewhere in the terrain. Some are your enemies and attack you when they see you, or when you are within a certain range of them. All of them exist in a sort of stasis, like a finger pressed on your palm, ready for tendons to activate it. It is almost like you are the one who activates them, as if on their own they are incomplete, and when your interaction with them is what makes them real. Imagine the people you see in your daily life, on your daily commutes, on the transit, in the other lanes driving down the roads alongside you, in the stores and shops, the malls, libraries and venues. They are there, separate from you. They are like NPCs. You see them and forget them as quick as you've seen them. They are not you, and you really don't care for them like you care for yourself. Not at all like that. They sit on sidewalks with pieces of cardboard in hand and paper cup on the ground before you, asking if you could spare some change. They are inert, docile, ambient, with pieces of cardboard in hand and paper cups on the ground before you, asking if you could spare some change. They are inert, docile, ambient, like the leaves in the trees in the foreground. It is a foregone conclusion that they are NPC, background, still shots. They are not you, and so they are not real. You are real. Your thoughts and your beliefs, your mission and your hopes, your faith and your fears. Not them, they are just NPCs. Have you ever noticed people standing in a line in a bus stop? When the bus pulls up, the first of them in the line charges forward, and the rest follow, only for him to stop and head back towards the door because he forgot that others on the bus that needed to get off. So the rest are forced to back up as well to let the bus riders off. And when bus riders get off, they all pile on the bus. I've seen the same thing happen countless times. These people get on the same bus and forget to let people off. The one in front leads and the rest follow blindly. You would think after riding the bus thousands of times, they would remember to let people off. This is what I mean by NPC. They are random, doing random things, like Grand Theft Auto background characters. What if I told you life is a video game and that those non-player characters need you? They need you to interact with them, to show them a leader. Like that person at the front of the bus stop line. If that person were to simply wait for the passengers aboard to disembark, the others behind would be obliged to do the same. I make it a point to do this every time I board a bus, and those NPCs act with civility. Why? Because I activated their better nature. Consider this. When you see a child in a stroller and wave at them, how do their parents react? Why, they smile. And others around, they too look at the baby and smile. You activated their better nature, their purity. How many times did you want to compliment someone but didn't because you're afraid of their reaction? What if I told you they would have loved that compliment? You would have made their day. NPCs can only react to you in a video game, and since this world is like a video game, it is incumbent upon you to interact with them, to set an example. How many times have you intervened in a situation that was getting out of control? Never. I can't count the number of times I have. Now, I'm not bragging, and in seriousness, I stuck my neck out and it could have ended badly for me, but it didn't, because those NPCs followed my storyline. Knock it off, I said, and they did. You see, you are a resource, a source that can be relied on to change this world, this video game world. Instead of shouting World Star, you can be the star in this world, the North Star, the guidance star. Look around you, at your friends, your family. Do you see any elders? No, that makes you the elder now, no matter your age.
If you see no elders leading, then you are the elder.
No matter your age, this is your storyline. In this video game world, those NPCs need a leader, and since this is your game,
you have the controller. You are in control.
So their lives are in your hands. Be the hero of your world.
Your video game world.